Welcome, everyone. I'm Lynn Urbani. I'm the Director of House Policy for House Speaker Joseph Shekarchi. And as you are aware, each of you have been appointed to this House Commission at the behest of the Rhode Island General Assembly. I'd like to begin with a head nod, confirming that you are all here of your own free will and that you have agreed to serve on this commission voluntarily. Thank you. Appreciate that. We are here today to carry out the purpose and begin with the organizational meeting with House Bill 5469, Sub A, which we will be getting to shortly. And it is a study that will allow this group and each of you to provide input with recommendations on issues relating to lateral access along the Rhode Island shoreline. The Commission is at this point expected to report back to the House on or before March 22nd. That is written into the legislation, and we're hopeful that you will be able to accommodate that goal. Sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't. So as you get into these discussions, that will help us get a better sense of accomplishing meeting that date. The Commission does expire as of right now on June 30th of next year. But we will again stay fluid and work with each of you as we begin this process. The first order of business today is to nominate the chair of this esteemed commission. And so if I may, I will entertain a motion to nominate the chair of the Shoreline Commission.
I move that we appoint Representative Terry Cortvriend as the chair of this commission, please.
Do I second that? Second. Very good. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. I will turn it over now to the newly elected chair, Chair Cortvriend, who will now attend to the nomination of a vice chair and also walk through the remaining agenda. Once again, thank you all. I appreciate your work and also look forward to reporting back to the speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. And at this time, I'd like to nominate my colleague, Rep. Blake Filippi, as vice chair.
Second.
Very good. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good.
Great.
Chair, it's yours.
Thank you. Thank you. They can't say it won't be bipartisan. So thank you all. I want to for agreeing to participate. I think this is going to be a very lively conversation. There's a lot of public interest about this, as I'm sure you're all aware, and we have a wealth of knowledge on this commission. So thanks very much. And I think we should start by each of us introducing ourselves. So we can start at either end, perhaps. Are you willing to go first, Mr. Rubin, and we'll come around?
Sure thing. Thank you. My name is Michael Rubin. I'm a retired Assistant Attorney General. And I'm just really proud to be here, and as I look around the room, I see a tremendous amount of devotion, dedication, talent, and knowledge. And I'm interested in learning from each of you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Dave Splain. I'm a realtor with Remax Professionals in East Greenwich. I've been a member of the Rhode Island Association of Realtors for about 20 years. And I live in a waterfront community in Warwick known as Buttonwood Beach, and I'm honored to be on the commission.
Great.
Hi, my name is Allison Hoffman. I'm a Special Assistant Attorney General, and I am in the Environmental Unit and work closely with CRMC and other stakeholders on public access issues.
Hi, Jeff Willis. I'm the Executive Director at the Coastal Resources Management Council. Very much looking forward to participating on this commission, Rep. Very much looking forward to hearing the perspectives of everyone around the table as well.
Hi, I'm Julia Wyman. I'm the Director of the Marine Affairs Institute at Roger Williams University School of Law and the Director of the Rhode Island Sea Grant Legal Program. I am also looking forward to hearing the diverse perspectives of this group and working together. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dennis Nixon. It's a real pleasure to be here with the there we go. Sorry, it's a real pleasure to be here with all the other folks who I've worked with many times over the years. I have been involved in public access since I was in graduate school at URI and wrote my thesis on a subject called Public Access to the Shoreline, the Rhode Island Example, published in the Coastal Zone Management Journal in 1976. So I've been writing about this for about 45 years and have a long list of other publications at various times as we became involved in issues in this particular state. I served for 45 years at URI in roles as a professor, director of the Marine Affairs Program, director of Rhode Island Sea Grant, and as a dean at the Graduate School of Oceanography and the College of the Environment. I'm pleased to say I retired before I could be thrown out on January 1st, so I'm doing this as Judge Flaherty is doing, you've taken senior status. I'm now an emeritus professor, and I accept assignments like this that I find interesting and enjoyable, and I'm very excited to work with the committee on this particular challenge. Thank you.
So I am Terry Cortvriend. I represent the southern part of Portsmouth and the east side of Middletown, also a shoreline community. And I'm very excited about this. I first got interested in this topic. Really, I was interested in sea level rise. But then the more I started talking to people, and I met Mr. Nixon over here, and it's a fascinating topic. And so I am looking forward to hearing all the different perspectives and hope that we can come to some consensus and common ground along the way. And with that, I'll pass it to my right.
Thank you very much. My name is Blake Filippi. I represent Block Island, Charlestown, South Kingstown, and Westerly. I, too, am happy for this committee being formed and all the diverse opinions that are on it, and I look forward to developing concrete recommendations for the General Assembly to take action on. Thank you.
My name is Mark McKinney, and I am a former vice chair of the zoning board in Warwick, also a former senator from the southern part of Warwick. In fact, my district encompassed all of Greenwich Bay, and so many of the folks in that area of Warwick are understandably interested in what we might come up with. I agree it's a fascinating topic, and I look forward to helping us find reasonable middle ground. Thank you.
My name is Mark Boyer. I'm a professional land surveyor. I'm also a member of the Rhode Island Board of Registration for Professional Land Surveyors. I just look forward to working with all you people on this and hopefully have something to put towards it. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Frank Flaherty, and two things that Mr. Nixon said struck me. Number one, he retired, he said, from active service on January 1, and I retired from active service on December 31. That was at 4:30, and then at 5 o'clock I got the notice from the health department that I had COVID. So welcome to retirement. And I have to say that emeritus has such a more of a dignified ring to it than senior, but that's what it is. I'm now a senior member of the court, and was kind of surprised that a member of the judiciary had been named to the commission by statute. But I'm pleased to serve. It is a fascinating subject with a long history of shoreline access and shoreline rights, and the rights of property owners is an ongoing centuries-old subject in Rhode Island, and so I look forward to tackling the substance of it. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Topher Hamblett. I'm Director of Advocacy for Save the Bay and the designee for Jonathan Stone, our Executive Director, who is out of state today, but he looks forward to participating as well. And on behalf of Save the Bay, I want to thank Representative Cortvriend and Representative Philippe for chairing and vice chairing this commission. This is the most important work you can be doing right now, and we look forward to participating. Thank you.
Thank you. Really, today is just a formality and a preview of coming attractions. So in your packet, I think it's near the end, second to last page, I have a calendar of proposed dates that I wanted to get your feedback on, and a list of presenters that I have spoken to that have agreed to come before the commission, and a couple of them are actually sitting members of our commission that have agreed to put a presentation together. And I'm open to hearing feedback from you all, and if there's somebody you think I've missed, or if somebody else here on the commission wants to actually make a formal presentation. And of course, we'll all be able to question and have conversations as well. But and the other thing I think we need to discuss is how we want to handle public comment, because I do think it's important to take public testimony. And my thinking is, in consultation with the policy staff, is to have perhaps if we do two presenters at each meeting, that would leave the final presenter would be on his own, and we could make the second half of that meeting for public testimony, and then come back for another meeting just devoted to the public. But I seek your feedback on that.
Madam Chair, it occurred to me that, and I really don't know the practicalities of this, I've never served on such a commission, but it occurred to me that perhaps the commission might have a couple of meetings at remote locations closer to the subject matter, to be honest with you. I wasn't going to suggest a trip to Block Island, but I did think that if we met once in Newport, I see the representative is nodding, and maybe once in South County, in the South Shore, beach zone, that might facilitate public input.
Anybody else have thoughts on that? What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. I think South Kingstown or Charlestown and something on the East Bay is an excellent idea.
Can we accommodate that if I can find a location? Yes. Okay. Is the rest of the commission open to going to another location for maybe, this would probably come up to our November meetings, if I did my math correctly. I think if we're going to have a hard stop after each meeting, that it's hard to invite the public to come and comment and then tell them, oh, we have to, meeting's over, go home if we don't get to everybody. So I think having a dedicated meeting or two towards public comment seems to be the most, would be the most effective way to go. And I love the idea as well of going out to the community, if you all are open to that.
Representative Cordy, I would strongly support that. Just in this morning's Boston Globe, I don't know if anybody saw it, a fight on a beach in Charlestown has made it to the Globe, in which a property owner is now suing someone who was on his property because of her post on Facebook, suing her for libel. This is an active subject that people of Rhode Island are really interested in. And I think for the sake of our moving forward, for the sake of moving forward, I think this is such a high interest topic. There have already been several stories on Rhode Island Public Radio on this particular issue. I think it would be to assure the citizens of the state that the General Assembly is taking this really seriously, to the extent that we can be out there in the field where the actual conflicts are occurring, I think would lend some greater credibility to the work that we're trying to do to achieve consensus. So I think it's a great idea.
And how are you all with the dates proposed and time? How are you with the dates proposed and the time? I think we can meet at 2 o'clock or potentially as late as 3. Is that right? And did you suggest Tuesday as an option?
Yes, Madam Chair.
But Thursdays are still also an option?
I believe they are. I can get back to you, but if it works for the group, we'll make it work.
Is Thursdays okay with everybody? Or does anybody have a preference for Tuesday? I like Thursdays personally. Okay.
And
so
with the one proviso that if I'm coming in the second, as long as I'm coming in the second meeting on the 14th, because on the 23rd I will be on the other coast, so I will not be here on the 23rd. So if it's intended that I will be speaking on the the 14th, that'll be fine.
It would be, I think you would be speaking at the next meeting on the 23rd.
That's the meeting I'm going to be in.
September 23rd?
September 23rd, I will be on the West Coast.
Oh, okay. Then I will rearrange and maybe we'll have, okay, I'll rearrange this and I will have Michael send this order of presenters back out again.
Thank you, sir.
I actually have a conflict with the 23rd as well. I will not be able to attend on the 23rd.
Are you guys available on the Tuesday that week, which would be the 21st? Yes.
I am, yes.
I'm available.
We could keep the presentation schedule the same if you all are open to meeting on a Tuesday that particular week. Does that work for you or no?
No, I'm away from the
Oh.
18th until the 27th.
Oh, okay.
I would not be available on the 21st either.
All right, well then, I guess some days maybe not everybody's going to be able to attend, so we'll just stick with the Thursday and we'll just keep it simple. Okay, and I'll just reconfigure the presentations then. So if that makes sense with everybody, we can get that information back out to you. Are there any questions?
Madam Chair, I guess it's the press release it is the press release, there's a reference to a 1982 state Supreme Court case. And could somebody send out just the citation to that case so...
I have that for you, Judge.
Oh, you do? Okay. I mean, it was before I was on the court, so no matter what it says, nobody's going to get mad at me. So,
Maybe other people would like to receive it by email.
yeah, I'd like to read it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to, if you could send it by
Sure.
email, it'd be
Yeah.
great.
We can send it to everybody.
Okay, that's great.
Hi.
What is the name of it?
This
That's
is
it.
State versus Ibbison.
Ibison?
Ibbison.
Ibison.
And
IBD.
if the clerk would like it, I have a 5-page copy that we can make available to the entire group.
It's only a 5-page case?
Double-sided, so it may be 10.
Thank you.
And it's
Pretty short.
absolutely key to our role here.
Yes, and I think the first presenter, Sean Linus, was going to take us up into that case in presenting the history of access. Any other comments or questions? Well, I think that's all the business, so today's meeting is short. Is 90 minutes, are you all open to 90 minutes, or is that okay? Okay. Yes?
If you would like, you could also just read for the record the purpose of the commission from your resolution. That might be helpful, just so everyone is under the same understanding, if they haven't read it already.
Okay. The purpose of said commission shall be to make a comprehensive study and provide recommendations on the issues relating to lateral access along the Rhode Island shoreline. Forthwith, upon passage of this resolution, the members of the commission shall meet at the call of the Speaker of the House and shall organize and select a chairperson, which we did today, from among the legislators. So I think that's... Anybody have any questions about that? And we will have one presentation from Mr. Willis on right-of-ways, which I realize are perpendicular, but it's hard to talk about lateral access without having some understanding about how you get to the shore. So I thought that would be useful information. And Mr. Willis tells me he has a very thick folder of cases and information, and he's willing to send however much information you all want to absorb. But I didn't want to overwhelm everybody, so.
Madam Chairman, correct me if I'm wrong, this focus is really from the water to where the public, from the water to where the public right-of-way ends, right? That's what the focus is, not from the land to the water, which are the rights-of-ways. Am I right?
along the
Along the
shoreline.
shoreline.
Right. The
yeah,
sandy and
okay.
rocky shores is how it's referenced in the Constitution and
say
in
that again?
the sandy and rocky shores.
And the word fishery is in there too.
Yes.
Somewhere, but
And seaweed
Gathering
Yeah.
seaweed.
Swimming and-
seaweed, yes.
and sunbathing, I think, or something like that. Yes.
Madam Chair, I'm wondering if it would be appropriate for us to create a mechanism where public could submit comments so that if folks aren't able to come to one of our meetings, they would still be able to have their voices be heard?
Thank you for saying that, Julia. There absolutely is a mechanism for that, and Michael Hogan, as clerk of our committee, he would be the person that people could email the clerk, and that written testimony would get distributed to all of us. So thank you for reminding me of that. That's a good point.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I would also ask if Mr. Willis does have some information that might be helpful, subject to being perhaps deluged by it. I would like to see whatever that might be, and I would imagine that other members of the commission would like to see that as well.
Madam Chair, if I may?
Yes.
I'd be happy to email all of us. What I've asked staff to do is basically put a lot of links together so that you're not overwhelmed with large PDFs, if you will, but there will be that too. So I will get all that information to us via email.
Can you make sure it goes to the clerk as well, so he
Absolutely.
has it? Thank you.
In that vein too, Madam Chair, a good point is raised. If people are going to make presentations, I would just ask that maybe the materials be provided to us a week or 5 days in advance so we can review them before. They're not being presented to us at the same time they're given to us. Thank you.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. And I'm thinking by a presentation, I've been talking to people like 15 to 20 minutes so that we have enough time to ask questions and have a conversation about the material. Okay. Any other thoughts before we conclude? Thank you very much. So can I have I guess a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.